What up, everyone? It's Manny from BackCourt Violation, hitting you in another video. And today, I just wanted to talk a little melodrama. Obviously, we've all been seeing what's going on in the media regarding him the last few days. The Thunder are allowing him to talk to other teams to see where he's going to play next year. So it just tells me the wheels are in motion. Obviously, he's not going to be a Thunder next year. I'd be shocked if he's a Thunder within the next 2 weeks. I am interested to see if it's going to be a buyout, if he's waived through the stretch provision, or if it's a sign and trade. There's a lot of possibilities. But if it is a buyout, I am curious to see how much money he's going to take, because I can't imagine them giving him that much. Terrible season for Melo last year. It was just sad to watch. But anyway, there's a few teams that want his services. The first one, of course, that I feel like we all know is the Rockets. They've been pretty aggressive, trying to let him know they want him. I think it's cool. It'd be cool if he was there. I don't know if it would really work out, but I am not one to question them after last year. I was skeptical of James Harden and Chris Paul working out, but they did, and they had one of the best seasons in Rocket history. They just, Chris Paul definitely, his stats took a little decline, but that's fine. That Harden, we all know what he can do as well, and CP3 is a little bit older, so it just worked out. It was cool to watch, honestly, they're truthfully they're like a half away from making the finals. So they can't, of course they're upset, but you can't hang your head on that. Like that's, you had an incredible season, and for them to bring in another, not just a scorer. If Melo was just another scorer, it'd be different, but he's not. He's another one of those type of players. He's ball dominant. He needs the ball in his hands to get his buckets. He doesn't move well without the ball, in all honesty. He's got the little nice, mid-range post, to the elbow out, He's got that, but he doesn't do a whole lot of posting up. He hates to play the four. And so I'm just, and he's an ISO player. Harden used to be an ISO player. Still is, even Chris Paul, because they need the ball in their hands, but it's different. Melo's going to, for the main part, he's going to, face you up, and it's just going to slow the pace of play down. I don't know how it'll fit, but the Rockets have cleared room for him to come. Ariza signed the 1-year, $15 million deal with the Suns, which good for him getting paid, even if it is just for a year. Luke Mbah went back to the Clippers for a year. I think it was for like 4 or 5 mil. So there's the room for them. They did keep Gerald Green, which obviously he'd be the backup to Melo, and that's a good backup to have. Energetic, gonna try and play defense, gonna be a spark, obviously can get you buckets. And what I love about Gerald Green is, fun fact, he only has 4 fingers. He got it like stuck in a rim when he was in high school dunking, and they had to amputate it, but that hasn't stopped him, so you gotta love it. But yeah, so like I said, and another thing with the Rockets is D'Antoni was his coach with the Magic, with the Knicks. So I'm just, and it didn't work out. Melo basically got D'Antoni fired, just out of there. So is the change of scenery gonna be a help? For 2 people to get along? I don't know about that. For 1 person at a time, no doubt. But when you put those 2 back in the same scenario, I don't know. Has Melo evolved, and has he realized he's not what he was, and now he needs more of a team to win, or is he really truly all about winning a title now? Because if so, then it can work out, because we saw what the Rockets did. D'Antoni knows what he's doing. We've all known that since the Suns days. So I'm curious to see how it'll work out, if it happens. Anyway, another team that wants Melo is Philly, and I think, to me, Philly's one of the coolest fits. I don't know why, I can just see him, he just, to me, he would look perfect in the white Philly jersey. It'd be cool just watching him trail behind, Simmons and Embiid, coming down the court and just shooting a 3. But I think it's the coolest fit. They're young. I don't know if they're necessarily as ready to win now as a team, with Harden and CP3, but they're incredibly coached as well. The only knock on them is that they're young. They have the right vets in there as well, with J.J. Redick, who would still start, and Amir Johnson still come off the bench. That's their vet. So, he I feel like he'd get more touches in Philly. The pace of play would probably be just a little bit slower in Philly, which would probably help his game a little bit. He wouldn't have to play the 4 as much because, like I said, obviously got to be playing center, even though he's a stretch center sometimes, which is great. But, you've got the Amir Johnson who can handle down low and bang for you. You don't have to worry about that. Saric is another, they got him, even though he's a stretch 4. So, you could put Covington. He's a 3, but, he's a big boy. So there's this, he wouldn't have to necessarily play power forward. And that just seems to me is what the league wants him to play now. So I think Philly gives him a better opportunity to still play the small forward. And then obviously the last team that's really been rumored with him is the Lakers. And obviously they're just rumored for the, first of all because LA, and second of all for LeBron and their boys. But I feel like it would have happened already. LeBron and Carmelo. I don't know if the Lakers is a good fit. It really is. I feel like it would have happened already, and I feel like at this point in Melo's career, I don't know if he plays well with LeBron. If they're meant to mesh together, because I see what I see from this year is I think you're going to see a little bit more relaxed LeBron. I think he kind of knows the finals. He's still obviously going to be incredibly competitive, like no one else. But I'm just saying, I think you're just going to see him a little bit more relaxed and, not as stressed and stuff, especially on the court. So, I think he's going to. I just don't know how him and Melo would work together at this point in their career, but it would be cool to see. Another team being talked about is Miami, and that one would be cool. I would like to see what Pat Riley could do with Melo at this point in his career, because if that happens, I'm almost for sure Wade is back for at least another year, even if it's vet min. And I would love to see Wade go back for one more year, regardless of Melo going there or not. But that would be a cool fit. I think that instantly makes Miami at least a top 5 seed in the East still. Well, I'm trying to, yeah, because, you got Boston and obviously Philly, they're number 1 and 2. And then I think, Milwaukee's going to be bounced back this year. That'll be the 3. So I could see, if they get Melo, I could see them being the 4th seed, 5th if Washington's able to bounce back. So we'll see. But it would work there too. He'd be able to get in a little bit more shape there. They have that nice regimen. So that would obviously help his legs. He'd be able to run the court a little bit more. And they got, they got a lot of nice young talent. So, but they're not young enough to where they can't win. It's like the perfect time for really him and, if he were to go there with Wade and, and Whiteside and everything. So that could be a team with Dragic. But yeah, those are like the main 4 teams that have been talked about. Now, there's a couple teams that I think would be cool fits. The Spurs, just because, Pop could get a lot out of him. No one is a bad fit for the Spurs, in my opinion. And I just feel like if he is about winning, especially if for some reason they're able to talk Kawhi into not hating them anymore, because people are forgetting Popovich and Leonard have to, they're having Team USA camp in a week or something, 2 weeks, something like that. They're going to have to be around each other for a very long time. So, and Greg Popovich will obviously be, his main focus is going to be getting his star player back. So he's not going to be, the least bit rude. You know what I mean? I don't even know how to word it, but he'll be on his best behavior, I guess. I don't know how to say it. But Melo in San Antonio would be cool. Obviously, we saw Rudy Gay have a pretty decent season for them last year, coming off an injury. Melo's 3 times as good as Rudy Gay, so just not coming off an injury. So just imagine how that fit would go. And then I think Washington would be cool. They've always needed a 3. Same with the Blazers. Those two, they've always needed a 3. It'd be cool. They both have great backcourts. So, and they both have nice centers. Obviously, Nurkic is a little bit better than Dwight at this point. But that's just because in age-wise, you go back 8 years, and Dwight was the man. No ifs, ands, or buts. He's, so that just is what it is. But they both need 3s, reliable 3s, because they have depth at 3s. They're not, they're no star. They're not Melo. It just is what it is. And the last fit that I would like, just based off Jordan Brand, I think it'd be cool to see him go to the Hornets. They need something. I don't know. I'm not sure. They need more than something. They need a couple somethings. But it would just be cool to see him team up with, the Michael, the Jordan brand, and kind of try and make it even more popular than it is now. I think it would actually do a lot for their sales. They'd be able to the commercials you could make with them two together on the same team would just be crazy. You'd imagine. But yeah, him and Kemba would be sick together. A couple of, Brooklyn boys or whatever. That'd be dope. That'd be real cool. But yeah, anyway, man, that's all I got for you guys. So hit the like, subscribe, tell your friends. Let me know what you guys are thinking. Comment. Let me know, and let me know if there any videos you guys want me to do. All right. So I will see you next time.